Welcome to Caching Waves. This is an Elliott Wave update for DOGWIFHAT. Now, if you've been watching along my videos, I had the 3 high yesterday, which I still believe is the case, and I'll show you that on the smaller time frames. But as of right now, looking for this fourth wave to complete, expecting another sell-off, and which turn we should pivot and complete our fifth of our third, which is a pretty wide range between $3 and $5. And if we get extensions, it can go even higher than that. And invalidation for this impulse is at 47,5066. That's where wave 4 would overlap with wave 1, and it's pretty much over. But anything past the 50 would switch probabilities to the downside. So just wanted to bring that to your attention. Now we're going to go down to the 15-minute. I'm on the MEXC chart for tracking this. Just wanted to show you the impulse from the low. We had a micro 1-2, another 1-2. Third of that second 1-2 came to the 1.618 extension, then had a triangle for our fourth. Fifth wave came past the 2.618 extension, then got our fourth, and then a diagonal for our fifth. That got quite extended as well. It hit the 1-to-1 of our 1 through 3 off our fourth, right there around 173. I had this pitchfork that was working really well. We dropped below it, had a 3-wave move, and then dumped. So I use pitchforks just to show me when a potential wave is complete. As soon as we drop below that, this wave's pretty much complete most of the time. Now we'll talk about yesterday. That is my wave 3 high. We then had a flat pattern. You can see a pretty much perfect one. A 3, 3, 5. Pretty much ideal. It looks like it got to a 1.618 extension. See that? Yep. Even just passed it at the 1.786. So what we have now is either a 3, 3 looking for 5 waves down here in our C wave, or we have a combination, which would be a WXY. We don't know what we're going to get. Ideally, we just get 5 waves down here and complete. We get a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, and complete. And then we can pivot to the upside, but we'll have to see what we get. We're not sure. When we start with 3, it can be a lot of different things. This can turn into a WXY where we get another combination. Can turn into this area gets a triangle as a WXY. We're not sure what we're going to get. But importantly, these are the areas I'm tracking between 117.55 and 169.69 is the ideal area to buy. I know it's kind of wide, but you have to go off both scales. Minimum requirement I use as like a guideline is the 618, which is at that 169.69 to be complete. And on log, the lowest would be the 1-to-1 at 117.55. If you want to track it yourself, you can take a channel from the top of the 5 to the B, run it off the A. You can see the 1-to-1 would take us out till tomorrow, the 7th. And you can kind of go between log and linear, because that would have us around 133 on linear if we were to get that, and a little bit earlier. So that's my zone, 117.55, 169.69. Stop goes at this A wave low, because if this is bullish and it's making a running flat, we should protect this A wave low. There is a possibility that we just come through, grab the liquidity underneath, then reverse in like a V bottom. But for trading purposes, I always get stopped out on those, and I just look for a re-entry if that happens. But that's not financial advice, just what I do so I can get large position sizes. So looking for this to pan out, I'll be tracking it all day, looking for 5 waves down, ideally as a running flat, 335. But if it turns into something else, like a triangle in this area, I'll have to relabel it as a WXY. So looking good. Expecting that 5th wave after this is complete. You can see we came right into our B zone between the 1.236 and 382. On log and on linear, we must be right in the middle. Yep. So right in that area we expect to pivot. This looks like 3 waves. Looks like a 618. It's between a 618 and a 1-to-1. Yeah, between a 618 and a 1-to-1. So looking for this to come down again in 3 or 5, and if we drift sideways, it would be most likely some sort of triangle if we drift sideways for a while. Now originally, I was expecting this correction to come at least till Sunday the 10th, because that's the 618 extension of the entire move to the upside in time, but it doesn't have to. Sometimes we get 382s in time. That's kind of my minimum. So pretty much tomorrow is the minimum requirement before I would be okay with another large move to the upside. So we'll see what we get. I'll be tracking this on the way down, looking for a pivot to the upside from this area, protecting this A-wave low. All right, guys, that's it for Dog with Hat. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.